is very cold nowadays. Keep yourself warm and take care of your health. So today's topic is related to your daily life. It's about living and non-living things. Now, what are living things? Anybody of you know? So living things are those that can breathe, they can move from one place to another, and they take meal. These are called living things. And non-living things are those that cannot move from one place to another, they cannot take breathe, they cannot walk. That are called non-living things. Now there are many interesting things are in front of you people, so you will differentiate between living and non-living things. So if I pick this one, it's a hammer. It's a hammer. So it will be a living or a non-living thing. Hammer is a non-living thing because it cannot take breathe. If I didn't pick it from here, it cannot move by their own. So hammer is a non-living. Now let me pick scorpion. Scorpion is an insect, but it is a living. It is very dangerous, as you all know. But it's a living. Why? Because scorpion take breath and it walk from one place to another. So scorpion is a living thing. Now, okay, let me pick a dog. How many of you have seen dogs in your daily life? Every day you all seen dogs in your daily life. So dog is a living thing. They can bite us if we make them angry. So dogs are living things. We feed them. If we keep it in our home as a pet, then we feed them. So dogs are living things. So now let me pick this watch. All the boys love watch to wear, you know. So watch is a living or non? Who will respond? Watch is a non-living thing. We put it in our hand, on our wrist, and it cannot take breath. So watch is a non-living thing. So now let me pick my tea mug. As you all see it, it's a non-living because it cannot move. If I am picking it, it means it cannot move by itself. I am not feeding it, it cannot walk. So this tea mug is a non-living thing. Now let me pick this lion. Lion, you have seen lion in a zoo. In a Peshawar zoo, the lion is a very dangerous animal. It is very harmful to human beings. This lion is a living thing because they eat flesh of other animals. They move, they walk, they take breath. So this lion is a living thing. Okay students, now there are two types of animals. Now you will ask me which two types. You have seen only one and that are on the land. So no, there are two types. One is on land and the other animals are living in fresh water or maybe ponds or maybe lakes, and that are called fish. Fish and other sea animals are also living things. You may think that they are not because we cannot feed them. So no, they are living things because they take air through their gills in the water, and they also eat the small fish in the ponds and also in the rivers. So these water animals or these animals are also living things. So these fish take breath through their gills and they feed on the small fishes in the river. So they are called living things. Now if I pick fox. Fox is also a wild animal. They live in forest. They feed on the other small animals in the forest. So these are called living things. They walk, they move from one place to another. They take breath, they take oxygen. So these are called living things. Okay, now let me pick this eggs. It is Now students, let me pick this egg. It is red in color. It is used for cutting the woods. We use it for cutting the trees, for cutting the woods. And it is a non-living thing because it cannot take breath. It cannot walk by itself. We use it by ourselves. So it is a non-living thing. Did you get me? So if I ask you people that whether telephone will be a living thing or not, so what will you say? Telephone will be a living thing or not? So if you are sitting with your mother or your father, so you may ask them whether telephone is living or not. So telephone is a non-living thing. Okay. Now there are some toys. These toys are also non-living things. We play with them. We do not need to feed them. They cannot take breath. They have not emotions. They don't have any emotions or feelings. So toys are also non-living things. Okay? Okay boys. So these are balloons. You all like them and you play with them. They are so beautiful. They are purple in color as you seen in this video. So now tell me whether the balloons will be living or non. So the balloons are non-living things. Okay. Now let me pick this clock. All of you have clock in your home. Do you feed them? Do they walk by their own? No, they cannot walk. You are not feeding them. So clock is a non-living thing. Okay? It's a non-living thing. Hope you will enjoy the topic, and now you will be able to differentiate between non-living and living things. Enjoy your vacations. Have a good day class. Allah Hafiz. Hafiz boys, stay at home, stay safe and take care of yourself.